The big brand sale is on at OK Furniture and it's too good to miss. Enjoy massive savings on brands you know and love. And when you spend 2,999 or more, you'll stand a chance to win one of 20 shopping sprees worth 50,000 rands. Browse our catalog and grab your favorites before the 4th of May 2025. While stocks last, T's and C's apply. iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiski Times, the CEO. It's a Soweto Derby weekend. It's a two back-to-back week period in the season where Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs are going to be playing each other. First in the Betway Premiership, number 9 against number 2. And then next week will be a very important fixture in Durban at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. It will be finalist against finalist for the Nedbank Cup. However, we start for this weekend where number 2 is playing against number 9. So it'll be always very important. But it's days like these where if Orlando Pirates were playing for the title, I know a lot of the feeling from the midweek fixture was like, okay, maybe the title race is over. If Orlando Pirates had won against Kukune and then they were playing Chiefs as they are, it would have been really a tense situation where potentially Chiefs could be taking the title away from Orlando Pirates. However, I think that's rather irrelevant. What's relevant, of course, is the fact that this is the biggest fixture in South African football calendar. As always, when they meet against each other, I have one of the participants historically from that fixture, Mr. Tso. And so thank you so much for joining us. Soweto Derby, very important, even if it's number 9 against number 2.
Mr. Kunjani
Mr.
futhi?
So-and-so?
Angibulisa wena, ngibulisa lapha TKJ.
TKJ.
Chairman. Nginibulisana nemakhaya, ngicela support njalo iDiski TV nje. Beke njengoba njalo angijiki futhi.
Njengoba egqoke ijini enamadolo angaphandle lekubandakanya.
Yazi kumnandi kuba 2021.
Yeah, abo come and continue.
Yeah,
when you're still fit and you can come and continue.
Yeah, so
ugqoke ijini enamadolo angaphandle.
Ngesalunga ngamadolo angaphandle. Singazithola sinkingeni.
Mr. So-and-so, important fixture. Soweto Derby, number 9 against number 2. Maybe let's start with Kaizer Chiefs. What does this mean for them? How important is this fixture for them, given that they want to enter that door, your top 8?
Mr. Geo, you know, one thing about this game, the position we look, I would say it doesn't matter. Whether if Chiefs be number 15, Pirates number 14, the very same vibe, the very same tense situations, the very same focus of the game. It's always going to be like this.
No, sold out for corner.
Pega.
It would have still been sold out.
Pega, Mr. K. This game, it's one game that whether we win it last week or we win it last week, but this game is totally different. It's totally different. And
what does it mean for Chiefs though? Because it can Magu number 14 or number 15, so
yeah,
it will still be big. That means everyone in the country will be watching it.
Yeah.
But it will still have that aftertaste, a bad.
Yeah.
It's still number 14 or number 15.
Yes.
That's why I'm asking the question that for Chiefs, what does it mean? Because it's not as if they can overhype the fixture for themselves, but it's not as if they are on the verge of doing anything special. It will just be, let's try to get into the top 8, maybe. Try to find something as a motivation, although it's motivation enough to play the derby.
It's a very, very important game for Kaizer Chiefs as they are sitting on number 9. They want to get to go top 8. Remember, kule season le, there was a top 8, but bengaphelelanga. You know, when amakhosi are not there, Mr. Nkeu, shorter. Whether we like it or not, Mr. Nkeu, shorter, Mr. Nkeu. So whatever that needs to be done in our league, we need amakhosi. And this game, no, you know, Mr. Nkeu, ngihlale ngithi mina masikhuluma nje nama-outami ukuthi nawe mangabe uthi komunye umchophe ilihlo nawe bazokuchopha nawe must accept ukuthi esani umchophile lo yana ngazi noma wenza ngamabomu noma imistake same applies to you ukuthi asazi ukuthi wawuthele yamuno bo wenza ngamabomu noma bekuyi mistake na so
uke wayikhuluma Tso into ebalekile ukuthi you're going to sit down as the Soweto teams, find an arrangement, maybe tomorrow you give it to Pirates. And then for that trophy drought, 10 years, next week you can give it to Chiefs. Yeah,
Mr. Nkeo, you know, the game lawai 2 is between the father and son. Yeah, it's endlini le siyayihlalela phansi endlini siqale ekuseni ngebreakfast size ngelunch sigcine ngesapha ngoba it is a very important one where Pirates, they need to win the game. They need the 3 points, especially after they lost against Ilontusane Skukune. And they want a challenge for the league. As you can see, Sundowns, they don't looking back. You know, they always say, "Guti, monke wadlula." Ungabheke emuva because mabheke emuva izokudelay uya phambili. Uyomangala sebakhetshile ukuthi awu sakalana kanti bengibheke ukuthi useza kanti sakafikile. So Sundowns, that's what they're doing. So the game lena ke yeah, bengithi ngizoya kulo meeting leyo izolo but ngabambeka ngento zasendlini.
What would you propose in that meeting?
No, in the meeting it's a simple one, Mr. Nkeo. We take the 3 points kusasa
All the Pirates.
yeah. And then we give you in that Bank Cup asifuni lento leyo ukuthi kuphelele 10 years without a trophy kumakhosi leyo njoba ngisho ngithi sendlini le sikhulunyiwe yaqedwa izolo I was supposed to be there but ngathola a message ukuthi no siqedile ngokuthi Pirates kusasa 3 points and then next week we're going to give amakhosi
mara yabona ukuthi le 10 years let's so it technical ngoba even if Chiefs wins next week the cup it will be 9 years 11 months and maybe 25 days. It's almost 10 years either way.
You know, the only thing that ezosenza ukuthi singayifaki in that dot yokuthi it's a 10 years is because of this hours. There's hours.
11 months.
There's hours.
29 days and only a couple of
There's
hours.
hours left to close that 10 years. Yeah. And so it's very, because I know that it's 10 days after that, because my 10 and my 20, so straight 10 years. So
without winning a trophy.
Without winning
in
a
our
trophy.
lifetime. So it's ridiculous.
This brand.
We never thought that would ever happen.
No,
Let's look at Orlando Pirates. So how important is this derby for them? You mentioned Sundowns running away with it. Do you think at that camp, I know you've given Pirates the whole season, you were consistent.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. You don't change and flip-flop. You were saying Pirates is going to win the league. Yeah. They're going to win the CAF Champions League. Whether it happens or not, I think it was a brilliant season. Semi-finals, number 2. And of course, before that Sukukune game, you were still giving it to them.
Yeah.
Do you think in that camp, within the management plus the leaders, Abomandla Ncikazi, Coach Jose Rivero, plus the captains as well, that they still think they have an opportunity to go for the league?
Mr. Nkeo, what I will say is that if you snooker, they will understand ukuthi you can start well. As long as that black one it's not yet over. So ungayiqala mseke uba wathi laphana wonke amabhola uwashaya 1 2 3 4 5 6 kusale le black uthi uyashaya imese le black bese ngiyayibamba mina faka nayo emnyama phakathi
ulahlekisa abantwana.
No,
so it's still on.
It's possible because one thing is that everyone needs to play.
It's still on.
Yes, it's still on, Mr. Nkeo. Everyone needs to play until you lose at the end, because Sundowns have good games that they need to play. As much as they are good, as you know, we saw them against Richards with what they can do, and the players, they came in, Kulisi, they make things happen. But remember that when they still have to play other games, you'll never know. They can maybe draw, maybe lose.
So that is to say that you still have the hope.
I still, you know, they don't call me tired for nothing, Mr. Nkeo. I fight until the end.
What they kind just go to maybe it is all over.
No, you know, Mr. Nkeo, we all get to that period or that moment, emotions where you get angry, you get carried away with but why this has to happen? Why they had to, you know, where we think this is more important than thinking of the next game, weekend. So it was those emotions, and I even said, I think it's done. Sundowns by Tata, but you know, when you
wake up
come
in the morning,
now,
you come, you still think it's on.
They still have to play, Mr. Nkeo. They still have to play.
Despite that they've won it 7 times in a row.
Yes.
Despite the fact that they are the best in the country.
It's just that this season, I don't really strong believe in them after what happened in the team and
the coaching.
and in terms of the coaching, and the coach started very well the few games, and then I think he went back to his personality of playing the game, and that's why no one's scared of Sundowns. Anyone will say now I can play against Sundowns, but if you do another Sundowns of a season back or 2 seasons back, I'll tell you now, it's done.
It's all over.
Yeah, no.
All right, let's look ahead to the Soweto Derby, Mr. So. And so, how does your crystal ball, Masowa Ponza Amatambo, Ina?
That's a very tight one, Mr. Nkeo. It's very tight because, yes, as much as you see Kulumile Taflin, but they're not gonna just go there and give it away. They will fight because anything is possible. If it's there for the taking, Chiefs, they'll go for it. And definitely, obviously, Pirates, they need it. But I think, I see 2-1.
2-1 Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, I see Pirates winning the game 2-1.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much, Mr. Tso Vilakazi. Kaizer Chiefs this is one of their favorite fixtures, of course. They love these derbies and against Sundowns. In fact, the last time they won, I think they beat Sundowns in that game with that offside and all of that drama in the buzz. And then they drew 0-0 against Chippa United, and then they lost to Marumo Gallants as well. It was in that sequence. Beat Sundowns, draw Chippa, lose Marumo Gallants, and then they're now playing another big game. So we shall see with that plastic motivation, will it come back tomorrow and next week as well, because they're going to need it. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, was sports betting. For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za.
Shapunjan bafowethu igama lami uLindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiskiTV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Benedict Vilakazi, they call me Tso. Niyazi bafethu, amakhosi for life, they are back in winning ways. Please, siyacela ukuthi subscribe iDiski TV.